right now I have work today. It's like a paid internship, and then after that I have a party. So let's do my makeup because I feel like I learned how to do makeup because I was in color guard. Oh, frick, I need a mirror. And in color guard, they require you to do show makeup, which is like really heavy makeup for the show. And they say like, oh, you need to be able to be seen by like the audience who are like way up in the sky, like over 60 feet away. And I was like, okay. So at first I was kind of uncomfortable with it because the last time I let people put makeup on me, like my friends do it at an Ulta store, it was like so orange, so peachy, too much for me. I just felt uncomfortable. I felt weird. But now, after getting it done by other people, I was like, wow, it looks so nice. And seeing it on Merlin, like my other friends, color guard just does stuff to you. It's like it's cool because it's opened me up to like so many things that I've never would have done before. I made lots of friends. And now look at me, I'm learning I know how to do my own makeup now. Sometimes I really have no idea what I'm doing. Right now I'm putting on primer. It's from e.l.f. Tone adjusting face primer. I also use it on my eyes. I don't know if that's bad, but basically I don't have anything else. So I was like, okay. I got my makeup done once at like one of the shows. And after that, I put on mascara for the next one. And then after that, I don't really remember like what like I let my mom or my friends do my makeup from then on. But then after like that, I was like, I want to do it myself because I'm kind of tired of asking people how to do my makeup for me, because I was just like, they have to do their makeup too, you know, and then they probably have all these other people like even some of the girls on the team don't really know how to do their own makeup. So I was like, I'll just save them the trouble and learn how to do it myself because I'm a strong independent man. Honestly, makeup is really fun. It's so cool to just dive into something new that you have no idea what the heck's happening. Anyway, so next up I'm putting on my foundation. I use medium coverage brown foundation. Brown. Yeah, it says 222. Yeah, it's 222 by Fit Me. I think that's the Ulta brand. I'm not sure. So I don't know if this is right, but what I do is I put it on my hand. I heard some people sink that brush into it, but that's like really unhygienic. Yeah, so I put it on my hand and then I use this much for my whole face. I don't know if that's too much or too little or whatever the hell. So back in band camp when we were in the sun every freaking day, I had a pretty decent tan. So this is a little darker, I think, than my skin tone because of how tan I was back then, but I think it'll be fine if I just blend it out. If I've learned anything, is that if there's a mistake, just blend it out, pretend it's not there. I'm sure it will be fine. Okay, I heard work from the inside of your face going out, so that's what I'm gonna do. I don't really have a concealer yet, so I just rely on the foundation to do as much of the work as possible. Yeah, so I have some breakouts around my jaw, and I'm like, no sir, I don't want that today. I'm pretty sure this is a powder brush for like setting powder and stuff, but the thing is, I don't have any setting powder, so I'm just like, okay, I'll just use this brush. I mean, it's pretty big, gets the job done. And then after that, I grab a second brush. This is also one I use for my eyes. And then I use this for the areas that are a little harder to reach with that really huge, humongous brush. Okay, I hope this doesn't look too cakey on my forehead. Okay, what else? What's next? Oh yeah, eyeshadow. So wait, do I put the setting spray on before the eyeshadow? I don't think eyeshadow needs setting spray. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Let's shake this up. Hold your breath. I have two eyeshadow sets. Literally everything from here is just what my mom gave me, so thank you, Mom. Yeah, so I have this big eyeshadow set. It's from Macy's. It's called like Artistry Palette. And then they have like, I really like this part, and then this part is like, why is there blues? You know, no one uses blues, but I mean, whatever. Okay, so first I'm gonna get this shade, one of these shades. Which one do I use? It's for like the transitions shade. I forgot which one I use. Hold on, let me just screw around. Let's get this one. See how it looks? Can't see anything. Is that good or is that bad? And that one doesn't show up at all. Let's try going with this one. Okay, that one's better. So I'm using this shade right here. I'm not really good at showing you guys how to do makeup. I'm sorry. I think the hardest part of learning how to do makeup was figuring out what colors to use. That's it. Once you get past that, it's not really a big deal. And then for the bottom of my eyes, I'm gonna use a brownish peach color. So let's use, I don't want to use glitter because glitter irritates my eyes sometimes. So let's go over here to the other color palette. Okay, what time is it? I don't want to be late for work. Let's use this pink one right here. So get some of this and then let's work under my eyes. Okay, that's good. So my makeup's really subtle. It literally looks like I'm not even doing anything to my face sometimes, but that's okay. That's what I'm going for. Right now I'm putting a little pink on the corners. Okay, and you smooth that. And then last up, you get my mini brush. Where's my mini brush? Okay, so now I do that thing where it's like dark on the outside, light on the inside. So first I get this really light color right here. And I like to work light first and dark second, because you don't want to get the dark to smear in the inside part of your eyelids. Tap it off because this thing gets in your eyes. And as expected, I can barely see anything. Bro, this doesn't even show up. Oh, now I see it. Okay, and then next, I'm gonna use dark color on the outsides. Okay, that's not dark enough. Okay, we'll use this one. I literally don't see any difference. Okay, I need something darker. We'll use this coffee color right here. Bro, this lighting stinks. You can't see the colors. So I work from the middle, and then I try to go right underneath this eyebrow, this eyelid wrinkle, and then I like to wing it out just a little bit, but not a lot. You can't really go for a smoky eyeliner look with these. Then I guess that's it for the eyeshadow. Oh, I can do contour next, but do I even know how to? Because I don't know how to do that with eyeshadow, and let's say I have 10 more minutes to figure all this out. So let's do the mascara first. Maybe I should use a spoolie for this instead. Who knows? Combing my eyelashes so I can use the mascara. I don't like to curl it. Curling it is too much. And also because I'm lazy and I don't even have an eyelash curler to begin with. Let's start. This is the hard part. Usually I get some on my eyelids, but not today. I'm gonna win today. So get the excess off. And then I like to go like just pulling up. And then not the bottom lashes. I don't do bottom lashes. Oh, the left side is always so hard. Oh my god, the right eye is so much better than the left. But I'll deal with it. I'll take what I got. Okay, so I have a brow tint pencil my mom gave to me, but it's like soft brown and it's just way too light. So let's just use some eyeliner and then smudge it in. Clearly you're professional, right? No, I'm just kidding. This looks kind of spotchy. Oh my god, eyebrows are looking like worms. Jesus. Jeez, when they say if you use eyeliner for your eyebrows to go light, they really mean freaking go light. Jesus. Okay, my eyebrows are so black now. Jesus, I may be messed up. I don't know. Whatever. We'll just say it's part of the learning experience. Alright, that's it for this video. Let's get to work now.